Und willkommen zurück, YouTube Kids. Leuchte, leuchte, leuchte. Sehr gut, I guess.
Now, you probably have your own ideas about the applications of Lightmatter, but there's no need to write them down. We have given a small-scale prototype to a test town of 500 inhabitants. For the first time, these townspeople have access to a steady energy source. They are now thriving.
Au! Steht er mich einfach. Sicherheit. Ich habe eine Idee. Ich glaube, das ist tatsächlich eine dumme Idee. Aber wir experimentieren. Also die Kernproblematik ist, also das hält. Zurück, zurück, zurück.
Do you know what inspires absolute loyalty, Assistant? Quality of life. I provide it to my townspeople, and they build statues of me. Large statues.
Also nicht das Statuengelaber, sondern... Wir experimentieren mal ein bisschen. Können ja immer noch springen. Der Point ist... Warum verbindest du dich eigentlich nicht mit dem Kern? Würde alles sehr viel einfacher machen. Ja, genau. Oh Gott. Das hatten wir gerade zwar schon, aber... Kann ich den Raum neu starten? Kann ich.
Ah, the core. No matter
Alles
how
Kino,
many
ja.
times we see it, it leaves us in awe, doesn't it, Assistant? This is everything Lightmatter Technologies has built towards. Every power cell, every connector, all of them combined to create this. By using photon power cells to collect the energy from a large-scale beam of light matter, I built a perpetual motion machine. Facts are facts. The energy is clean, infinite, and is about to usher in the next scientific revolution. Others will stand on my shoulders and see further than they have ever before. That will be my legacy. We will fix the side effects. Let us ignore the quakes for now. Imagine at the center of a city, a core, providing sustainable and renewable energy to millions. That is the future we are striving for.
Moment. Ich bin mir da noch nicht so ganz sicher.
Now, you probably have your own ideas about the applications of light matter, but there's no need to write them down. We have given a small-scale prototype to a test town of 500 inhabitants. For the first time, these townspeople have access to a steady energy source. They are now thriving.
Ui, easy peasy. Wir haben uns ein bisschen böse angestellt, dass wir es
I now
hätten
have
tun
the
müssen.
plan. To get you out, we are shutting down the core.
Das ist, glaube ich, eine scheiß Idee.
My path down there was blocked. And since I'm limited by my body, but not my mind, I wasn't able to get around the obstacles. As you have the opposite problem, you'll play a part in this. The core is very delicate, so I'll be up here in my control room managing the shutdown. As my assistant, you'll be the one pulling the lever. When I told James of this plan, he seemed jealous.
Ich glaube, das Problem ist bei mir genau das hier.
You might be wondering why there are photon connectors inside an office space. Well, morale was low because of the rampant hair loss, so I implemented a photon fun hour. During their breaks, employees were allowed to play with the connectors. Productivity rose by 12%.
Großes Kino. Ich habe hier halt kind of problems, because Lustigkeit im Zweifel. Ja, Lustigkeit indeed. Hilfe.
So, James just called me. He's worried that since you've been weightlifting pens all your life, you have too frail a constitution to pull a lever. Let's see if he's right.
Ich möchte mich nicht in einen Konkurrenzkampf mit James begeben. Danke. Ah. Ah. Aber instant gestorben. Holy moly. Das ist interessanter, noch nicht besonders guter Save Point. Sehr gut, sehr gut, sehr gut. Ha. Ja, putze, putze, putze. I guess we all have understand the problem here.
By the way, I must thank you.
NP.
Your position as my assistant has pushed James towards becoming more creative with his insults. In the beginning, you were as slow as a rock. Now, you're as slow as a solar cell. He's learned how to tailor to his audience.
Sehr gut. I guess.
Assistant, you need to know what will happen after the temporary shutdown. Once the core is off, the quakes and shadow anomalies will subside, allowing you to walk your fragile little head out of here. But more importantly, observing the shutdown will provide me the information I need to fix the side effects permanently. The core will repower, and it will shine eternally.
Ich sage mal, nice. So, wie geschieht das? Damit kann ich leben.
Do you want to hear a secret?
Nein.
Aperture Science has an artificial intelligence prototype.
Ja.
They tested it by having it create the perfect cake recipe. It succeeded. But the first iterations of that recipe used neurotoxin as the primary ingredient. As a human being, I'm worried.
Hihi, eine Portal-Anspielung. Merci. Bringen wenig Ahnung, was ich hier gerade tue, aber... I believe.
This mineral inspection chamber makes me nostalgic. Before I discovered this mountain, Arthur had a mineral collection. He called me over one day to show off a particularly rare example he had found, a photon crystal. I could see the potential immediately. And Arthur thought it was just a rare crystal. I thought he was brain damaged.
Ich glaube, ich habe nicht so ganz verstanden, was ich hier machen soll. Also, du bist hier, das heißt, ich kann dich... Genau. Das eigentliche Problem ist aber... Ah, ist es doch nicht. Sehr gut, sehr gut.
That mineral transporter was the first thing I designed after Arthur's betrayal. He always was afraid of spiders.
Kriegen wir hier... Nö, das heißt, wir müssen wahrscheinlich... Ich einfach hier rüber... Bringen. Oh, ein funktionierendes Radio. Das ist ja mal was Neues, ne? Oh, stay alive. Du, 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 du. An der Stelle sei mal erwähnt, also das ist ja nett, weil das ist ja, also das ist ja der primäre Grund, warum die das machen, das ist nett, aber es ist halt auch so substanzlos irgendwie.
It pleases me that you crossed paths with Lux again. If only you could handle the shadows as calmly as that cat. Lux is the only thing around here that doesn't do what I say. I once kept him in my office when James was sick. I was busy, so I ordered Lux to sit in the corner. He didn't. James would have.
Sehr gut. Also, wenn halt der Kernwitz deines Spiels halt ist, dass du dich über Portal dass du Portal erwähnst, dann weiß ich nicht, ob du qualitativ für Witze geeignet bist, weißt du? Türe.
Ignore that sign. As I've told you before, all groundbreaking technology has its kinks.
Excuse me? Nichtsdestotrotz. Sehe ich nicht das Licht hier. Also, I guess, man muss hiermit irgendwie arbeiten, aber kommt ja nicht mal darüber. Oder bin ich ein bisschen beschränkt gerade? Das soll ja vorkommen. Ich sehe es aber gerade nicht. Ich könnte gerade eine Portal Gun gebrauchen. Vielleicht irgendwas? Nö.
Impressive. With that agility and complete disregard for your own safety, one could easily mistake you for a cat. I like cats.
Es gab ein Achievement. Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob das tatsächlich die präferierte Lösung für dieses Rätsel gewesen wäre. Aber was weiß ich denn? Oh. Okay. Licht, aber nur Licht.
Look at the plants around you, Assistant. We planted them yesterday. You see, light matter accelerates photosynthesis and makes them grow at an incredible rate. Imagine applying this technology to cultivation throughout the world. Famine, mass deforestation, floods, all of these relegated to history. Light matter will not only brighten the world, it will give life. Nothing can stop these plants while they're exposed to light matter. Understand, the accelerated photosynthesis also allows them to regrow lost stems in a matter of minutes. It sparks the imagination, doesn't it? My engineers are already trying to grow back my leg.
Aber es ist keine Fan.
Lux, sit. Don't eat that. Come here. Where is that toy? There it is. Lux, who's a clever cat? Yeah, you are. Now fetch. Good boy.
Ich glaube nicht, dass dieser Kerl weiß, wie Katzen funktionieren. Krieg die Tür auf. Das war ein Einmalknopf. Das hingegen. Ich habe gewisse Probleme mit dieser Türe. Weil sie meine Eltern umgebracht hat. Excuse me. mir deucht. Ah. Ja, mein. Oder wofür hätte ich das jetzt gebraucht? Ah.
You know,
Ja.
assisting me with the core will be the single most important thing you will ever do in your life. Around the world, hundreds of millions of people aren't connected to the power grid. We think ourselves so enlightened, but we are surrounded by a sea of darkness. To bring light, sacrifices must be made by all of us.
Wenn er das so sagt. Au. Also ich glaube, das ist ein... Aber eigentlich keinen Sinn, oder? Aber es ist wirklich nicht, weil ich... Ja, nur das zweite Lämpchen durchschieben muss. Und ich brauche das ja gar nicht als... Bin manchmal noch in dieser Lampenlogik drin, ist da? Die ist hier, glaube ich, einfach fehl am Platz. Ah. So, ich glaube, das hier ist, was mich am ehesten an... Aua! Diese Art von Spiel stört. Man hat dann halt die Lösung. Dann muss man sie noch ausführen.
I'm glad that the photon connectors can bring such joy to your life. But remember, we have work to do, Assistant.
Ja, dabei.
Assistant.
Hi.
By now you must understand the significance of Lightmatter. So it's about time you learn how Arthur almost destroyed it. 3 months, and a lot of hair ago, Arthur went to the board of directors behind my back. He proved to them that Lightmatter was causing minor side effects. It was humiliating, but I solved the problem by installing the decontaminators. That is when Arthur started poisoning people. Later, that vermin of a man had the nerve to use that as further proof to the board. While we were investigating the matter, one of my employees discovered his plan to overload the core and destroy the entire facility. Luckily, James and I stopped him before it was too late. Arthur paid for what he did, but nothing can redeem betrayal.
Du bist tatsächlich fest, okay. Ja. Mhm. I guess that's not how this Rätsel works. Also irgendwas müssen wir hier machen. Ah.
Let me explain what betrayal is. In the mountain, before this facility, Arthur and I would work together weeks on end to finish the first photon connectors. All those cold, dark nights, and suddenly, breakthrough. A web of light surrounded us. It was mesmerizing. Betrayal is knowing that moment meant nothing to him.
So. Aufmerksame Zuseher, genau. Zuschauer haben natürlich bemerkt, was das Problem hier ist. Exakt.
Arthur. 9 out of 10 of his ideas were useless. But that 10th idea? World-changing genius. He thought of using Lightmatter to accelerate photosynthesis. It's a shame that great ideas do not excuse betrayal.
Ja, ja, ja. Ui. Folge schon wieder so lang. YouTube Kids. Hallo, tschüss.